Every real program makes decisions. Should a user be allowed to log in? Should a student pass or fail? Should your app show an error or continue? All of this happens using one simple concept in Python if else. In this video, you will learn Python if else from absolute beginner to advanced level with clear examples that you can use in real projects. So let's get started. So in Python, the if statement is used to run code only when a condition is true. For example, let's say age is equals to 18. Let's say if age is greater than equals to 18, then print you are eligible to vote. Now this line checks a condition. If the condition is true, the code inside the block runs. If it is false, Python simply skips that block. So Python uses comparison operators to compare two different values in if-else conditions. And there are different types of comparison operators. The first one is equals to, second one is not equal to, and third one is greater than, fourth one is less than, fifth one is greater than equals to, and sixth one is less than equals to. So these operators are the foundation of decision making. When you want one block to run if the condition is true and another block to run if it is false, we use else. Let's try an example and remove all this. Let's say, for example, age is equals to 16, and if age is greater than equals to 18, then we will print you can vote, else print you are not allowed to vote. Let's execute the code, and the result is you are not allowed to vote because age is 16. When you have more than two possible conditions, then we will use elif between the if and else. Let's try an example. For example, let's say marks equals to 72. Now say if marks are greater than equals to 90, then print grade A. Then we say elif marks are greater than equals to 70, then print grade B. Then we say elif marks greater than equals to 50, print grade C. And then in the last we say else print fail. Now let's execute the code, and the grade is B. So Python checks conditions from top to bottom. As soon as one condition becomes true, the rest are skipped. And now important rule is indentation. In Python, indentation is not optional. It defines your code block. If you remove indentation, Python will raise an error. For example, if you remove indentation here, Python will raise an error. We can also combine multiple conditions using logical operators. And there are three types of logical operators that we can use. For example, let's say try an example. Age is equals to 20. Let me say country equals to USA. Now let's say if age is greater than equals to 18 and country is equals to USA, then print eligible. Let's execute the code, and I'm eligible. So both conditions must be true when using AND. And the second operator is OR operator, and one of the conditions must be true for the condition to become true. Let's try and edit that, make it OR. Now we will make one condition false. Now we will still be eligible for that, and that's it. And the third operator is not operator. Let's try an example. Logged in equals to false, and say if not logged in, then print please log in. Let's execute the code. We can also place an if statement inside another if, and that is called nested if statement. Let's try an example. Let's say, for example, age is equals to 19 and has id equals to true. Now let's say if age is greater than equals to 18, then inside if statement we will use another if statement. If has id print entry allowed, else id required, and then we say last else print too young. So this is called nested if statement. Let's take a real user input example. I will ask user to put enter number equals to integer, and then we say input, and then enter a number, and we say if number is greater than 0, print positive number, elif number is less than 0, then we'll print negative number, and finally else print 0. Now let's execute the code and we'll be asked. So I will put 4 and the result is positive number. Very common beginner mistake is never confuse assignment with comparison. So where we use if x is equals to 5, and second one is if x is equals to 5. Now here one equal sign assigns a value and two equal signs compare values. We can also check multiple conditions or multiple values with the in keyword. So let's try an example and then you will get what I'm trying to say. Let's say user role equals to admin. Now let's say if user role in square brackets. Now we will define multiple values or multiple conditions. Admin manager, then print access granted, and else print access denied. Now let's execute the code, and access is granted. So this is cleaner and more readable than writing multiple or conditions. And there is another short if else operator, and that is called ternary operator. So when you need a simple if else in one line, you can write it like I'm doing. Age is equals to 17, and let's say status equals to adult. If age is greater than equal to 18, else minor. Print status. So let's execute the code, and the result is minor. Now let's do a real example of login check. So we will ask users to enter username and password. So if both are correct, user will be logged in, else he will be denied access. Let's say username equals to input, enter username, and password equals to input, enter password. Now you'll ask if username equals to admin and password is equals to 1 2 3 4, then print login successful, else print invalid credentials. Let's execute the code, and now we will correct username and password. And password is 1 2 3 4. Now the result is login successful because we have provided correct username and password. So this is a basic example of how authentication login works. Let's do another real example, and this time it will be a discount system. So let's say, for example, total equals to float, input, enter total amount if total amount is greater than equals to 5,000, then print you get 20% discount. And if total is greater than equals to 3,000, print you get 10% discount, else print no discount. Let's execute the code, and let's say enter 5,000. Okay, you get a 20% discount. So this is how real systems apply rules based on conditions. Okay, so before ending, there is one advanced tip, and that is avoid too many else blocks. Instead of deeply nested if statements, try using clear conditions and early checks. So now you have fully understand how if else statements work in Python. You have learned how if works, how else and elif work, how to use logical operators, nested if statements, user input based decisions, and real world use cases. If you master if else, you master the brain of your program. In the next lesson, we will move to loops and automate decisions at scale. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and keep learning Python with me.